Hi and welcome to Gardening Time. Boy, it's been a while. And I am sorry I haven't gotten a chance to get a video uploaded in, gosh, I think it's been almost 2 months. Anyhow, we've been doing a lot of projects, and unexpected projects have come up along the way. Long story short, it just hasn't happened. But today I wanted to give you an update of the new garden space that we are putting in. This is in the back of our house, right behind our 2-car garage. So this space, basically almost from the time we got the house, so that's been over a decade ago, really hasn't been used for much. At one point I had a small garden, flower garden but that got left by the wayside, and we got involved in other projects, and we finally figured it was time to go ahead and create a space, a welcoming space that was useful to the both of us. So what we did was, the first thing that we had to do was we had to level out the ground. So there was a pretty, I don't know, it seemed like it was a pretty decent slope in my eyes, and so we wanted to level out the ground a bit more. So we ended up hauling in about 14 yards of dirt, and we were able to get the ground to be quite a bit more level than what it was, and then also to feather out the dirt so it wasn't like a sharp drop off. So that is one of the things that we've been working on, and I think we did a pretty good job of getting that to look nice. And now we obviously still have to come in, and we're going to put in grass seed, but I think we're going to use this special type of a mat, like you roll it out and it's got the grass seed embedded in it, and you just have to water it regularly, and it's supposed to work pretty good. So, but in any case, we're going to go ahead and add grass. So where you see dirt now, most of it's going to be grass all the way up till you get closer up to the top of the mound. And then what we're going to use as an edging is we're going to put in some boxwoods to create a nice boxwood hedge around the horizontal beehive that we've added here, and the two Vego beds. That's Vego, V-E-G-O. That's the brand that we use. I'm not getting paid for this or anything like that. I'm just letting you guys know what brand we ended up going with. First time going with this company, using these types of metal beds, and there are 2 of them here. One of them I ended up putting up a makeshift cover over it because we were starting to get some problems with some white butterflies. We are eventually going to get covers that are actually made for these specific beds, that they're like insect covers, you know, with the insect netting. And but at this time they are currently out of them, so we're going to wait till those come back in before we order them up. Now, one of the other things that we've been working on, this is one of the unforeseen projects that kind of came up. I mean, we knew that we were going to eventually have to tackle this, but yeah. So what it is this corner here, this is the corner where the garage attaches to the house. We were having some kind of a problem with water coming in behind the siding, and it's been slowly, here, I'll get a little closer. It's been slowly basically damaging the wood structure behind the siding, and So when my husband finally got into this, it turned out to be a little bit more than we were hoping it was going to be to fix this, to fix the damaged wood. But then also we have to figure out what was causing the problem. And we think, you can see up here, we ended up taking off some of the siding, and we have cedar siding on the house, but we took off a few panels of that, and it does have flashing. And so we're thinking what the problem was. We also have gutter systems, and the gutter system did not go all the way up to the side of the house. It came off the house by about an inch or so, and they had some kind of makeshift flashing up there, and we're thinking that it just wasn't properly done. So we're investigating that. We're having somebody come out that knows a little bit more about this type of thing. They're going to come out and help us out with this issue and hopefully get that straightened out. But back to the siding. One of the issues that we're having with this, the siding, is to get more of this, the particular siding that we have. They actually don't make it around here anymore. And so we luckily have enough boards to be able to fix the boards on the front or the back side of the house. But all the boards on the corner, what we're going to end up having to do is buy a different type of cedar siding. It looks pretty much the same. It's just not rabbeted on the back side. And so you probably won't even be able to tell the difference once we have it all up. But in any case, I just wanted to show you that this has been something else that we've been dealing with, in addition to, you know, getting this space, the ground and everything. You can see I still have a lot of weeds here. I've got to get those out of here, and we are going to end up putting a ground cover down, and we're still debating on what we're going to put down, whether it's going to be a soft mulch or a rubber mulch or pebbles. We're not sure yet. But anyhow, I wanted to show you what we've got going on in the beds themselves. So here you can see I've got the baby boxwoods. And they're just temporarily being placed in here until we get the matting down and figure out where exactly they're going to go. But this bed is mainly our green peppers, bell peppers, our jalapenos, and towards the back here we also have some yellow squash, and then we also have a couple of eggplants growing as well. And then in this bed over here, this is the bed I had to do a makeshift cover on because the white butterflies were already starting to get to the plants in here. But I've got I've got some broccoli growing, cauliflower, I have collard greens, and I also have a spinach plant, and I have a habanero pepper, but I'm going to take it out of this bed since this is going to be a bed that is going to have to be covered this year. Now our plans were to get row covers for both of these beds, but I'm thinking now, I don't know, at least this year, we're going to be using one of the beds to house the peppers in. And peppers, as well as eggplants and squash, they need to be fertilized by insects. So I really don't want to have to cover this bed. Otherwise we won't get any fruit. So I'm not going to be covering this bed this year. So we may just end up getting one of the covers this year, or ordering both of them and just putting up one. Usually the peppers go in our long beds alongside our detached garage, but this year we ended up filling those beds with other things, mainly tomatoes. And so I was glad that we actually had these beds, because otherwise I don't know where I would have put my peppers. So it all worked out. At any rate, I also wanted to show you guys the new beehive. So this is the this is the horizontal beehive that my husband built over the winter, and so far the bees are doing fantastic in this bed. I think there's a couple of things. One is this is in the direct sun, and I think the bees really seem to like that, whereas the other beehive that we have is more in a shaded location. But I think they also just like the hive structure itself. So the reason my husband ended up going to the horizontal hive, and we still have vertical hives too, but the Langstroth hives. But the reason he ended up turning to the vertical system is because it's a lot easier on the body, a lot easier on the back. You're not having to lift boxes with several frames in them. You just basically are lifting one frame at a time, or moving one frame at a time, and it makes it a lot easier to manage and care for. So this is the first year that we are trialing this, and so far looks really good. There might be a couple of changes to the inside structure, or the way he built it, that he might change if he builds another one. But other than that, he's really quite happy with the hive. He ended up leaving these two built out spaces on each side of the hive, and those are really good for him to set his tools on, well, you know, like his smoker and things like that while he's working the hive. So those actually, that's what that's for, if you guys were wondering. But anyhow, I just wanted to give you a quick update, show you what's going on, and I will be putting out a garden tour video within the next week or two, and giving you an update on the garden as well. So anyhow, hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. We will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.